We're on. Hey guys, I just spotted this chart and I wanted to do a quick video which is like charting 101 for newbies, you know, what to look for in a super bullish chart. And Beam at the moment for me is kind of a fantastic example of how to illustrate that. So it's got a super, limited price action, but it doesn't really matter in this instance. You can imagine for something like Bitcoin, the price action goes all the way back here, but you might begin your analysis from a moment like this so you've just got fundamentally the beginnings of a fantastic uptrend. You've got this kind of sideways, and then you got this pump, then you got this reaccumulation, and then what I identify immediately as a potential breakout, or I would say a confirmed breakout. And you can you might not see that if you're not used to looking at charts, but there's a whole bunch of little kind of key things here you can look at that'll give you that indication or that kind of idea or a bias. Let's just call it a bias that this is about to break out, and so we can do that. First thing is then super kind of simple chart. All you've got is your price action on the 12-hour. And like I said earlier, there's not much price history on Beam. On this chart on Binance, it's only going to go back to November, but that's not important in this case. And then you've got your volume along the bottom. So first thing is you want to kind of get an indication of structure, and you can do that in a couple of ways. You can do it using Fibonacci retracements, or you can do horizontals. So let's do both. So let's just look for areas of kind of accumulation and initially support, and you can see that price has gone up here, bam bam bam. This is absolute bottom support. We don't want price to get anywhere near here. And let's just, you can see you've got this up and then down, and then you've got kind of price accumulating roughly in this area here. So we can do another horizontal here. So you've got price moving up, breaking through kind of not much resistance in this case, but then back. We'll call this support because it's kind of bouncing down this area. And that's just super easy visual way. All right. A wee bit kind of better would be stick on a fib retracement, and so you've got your two tools. You've got your extension and you've got your retracement. So let's click on a retracement. To use a retracement, you need to be looking for these areas of consolidation. So I wouldn't go the way down here. Let's just use these two. Bam, bam. Let's call it a double bottom, and we can start there and just drag up here. We'll take it right up to the wick, and let's see what it reveals in terms of price action. And if I get rid of these yellow lines, you can see it probably more clearly. Yeah, so we're up, through these kind of Fibonacci numbers, if you like. We've made our high, and then what's important to me now is where it's coming down, and you can see that this is the key thing. This is the golden ratio, the 0.5. I always look for this in terms of retracement. So beautifully pumped, and then this is support. We're bouncing off support. You can see it broke down through support here, made its way back up again. We need to forget this wick. We know this wick happened exactly the same time all the FUD came out around the Bitcoin ETF, and everything kind of shat the bed, if you like, dumped down. So let's forget this wick. It's still being held on the 0.5 retracement. So we've got an uptrend, and that's the key thing. Trend is your friend. Up, sideways, support's held. You can go all the way down to the 618 and still call that support, I would suggest. And then you've got this breakout here. Why do I say it's a breakout? And this is the key thing. Volume down the bottom is only an indication of how many people are interested in buying and selling at any moment in time. So if there's a lot of people buying and selling, you've got these kind of high areas of volume here, and you see that on the rise, on this kind of move up here. You see not increasing volume, but a lot of volume, a decent amount of volume. But during accumulation, it just tails off, boop, 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 all the way down, and then suddenly, ta-da, this is the big reveal, for me anyway. You've got this breakdown here, and then this huge amount of volume coming back in. Where did it come from all of a sudden? Suddenly there's interest in this coin. Suddenly there's interest in this, and it's pushing back up. Now, what I'm really looking for, and what's going to make me absolutely convinced that this is a breakout, is if this, in the next 43 minutes on this 12-hour, if price can kind of, close basically here or higher above this last high here, and then we're on a breakout. And so, I'm saying this is kind of charting 101 for noobs. It's a super simple way to identify, first of all, an uptrend. Where is support? We've established that horizontally in the structure, but also with the Fibonacci retracement tool. And then we have this other kind of simple indicator down here, which is volume, how many people are interested at this moment in time in buying and selling this coin. And we can see suddenly volume tailed away and then suddenly it pumped up. Alrighty, so we've got this, I would suggest, good strong signal that this coin is going to break out from here. I already bought down here because I could see this was a good, just this big candle wick to me was like, you know, time to buy. So I aped in down here around about 15. And I want to know where to sell this coin. And so the next stage is let's remove the retracement and we want to stick on an extension tool. So this is another Fibonacci tool which is going to this time give you an idea of targets going forward. So let's go up to the top with that and back down to the support. I'm going to ignore this wick. It's just an outlying wick. It's not important to me. And it's not going to help me get targets going into the future. So start at the bottom again, we drag up to the top and then pull down to here, and this is going to extend out here some targets. The reason these work, and it's my theory, is that everyone else is doing it, and so you have this kind of confluence that everyone else is like doing exactly the same trading, so they're like, okay, there's my target, so everyone's buying and selling in the same areas. You can see it's quite crazy how accurate these are. We're stuck at the moment, we're stuck just below this 0.236, so that's why I suggest we need to get a close above here to make me absolutely certain this is going to break out. I'm relatively confident based on this volume here that this will break out, but so far, you know, you see how accurate the fibs are. We're stuck below the 0.236 here. Alright, if we get a close above here, then it's just going to be a stepping stone all the way up. But my actual target, which is always the golden ratio right up here, is this 1-to-1 target. Enter tier. I'll definitely take at least 50% of profits up here, and then the remainder at the 1.618. Some people will go, oh, you've not got any fundamental issues in the coin. I don't really care about the coin. I just care about how much money it's going to make long term. So take my profits, I'm out, and then I'm looking for another coin which is going to do exactly the same. And that is how you'll make money in crypto. You might think Beam's a fantastic project. It's a great gaming thing. It'll go 100x. Don't give a rat's ass. If you want to make money in crypto, get in, decide where you're going to take profits and take them out, and then look for the next coin that's going to make you money. Alrighty, peace out.